Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Second day of August. Wow, second day of August 2018. Here on the good ship Lily 2. Let me set you guys down here for a moment while I get myself all bubbulated. You guys have heard the term discombobulated? Well, the reciprocal of discombobulated is getting bubbulated. For those of you that didn't know, so I'm getting bubbulated right now. So give me a minute while I get things organized, and we'll get things bubbulated. I got late getting back here to the good ship Lily 2 because I was busy over at Douglas's house all day today. Now it's time for some wine. It is some wine time. It is half a bottle of wine time. 3/4 of a bottle of wine time. There you go. Most of a bottle of wine time. Oh, thank you, Mike Donegan. Once again, my friend. I am certainly enjoying the gifts that you have bestowed upon me, man. So, all right, dog, you got to move so I can get that. Kennel, come on down. There you go. Get out of my way. All right. I then use my throw ring over here as a backrest. That's my backrest, my cushion, if it will. Oh, blow it out your horn. Blow it out your horn, race fans. Alrighty then. Okay, there we go. I'm bubbulated now, guys. Evening, everybody. Oh, that tastes so good. Oh man, that really is good. That's really good. Bully Hill Love My Goat red wine. Bully Hill Vineyards, Mammoth Sport, New York. Bully Hill Love My Goat. I like goats, so I've owned lots of goats in my life. And I am a bit of an old billy goat myself, so why not? Guys, we're having an interesting evening shaping up tonight. I don't know if we're going to have a sunset or not. Let me show you around so you know what I'm talking about. There's this big storm trying to blow through here. It did not drop a drop of rain as it went over our heads. As you can see, it's clear on that side, but that's looking towards the sunset. So I'm afraid these rain clouds are going to make their way over there and ruin our sunset. And we're getting some wind picking up too, so you may get a little bit of that in the microphone, but it is what it is, kids. It is what it is. All right, let me jump back and see what all I missed in the chat, because I missed a bunch. Hey, Steve, Maui Lou, what's up? Scott Joyce, what's happening, man? Scott, nope, you was second. Steve from Maui Lay beat you. Hey, Steve Gifford, how you doing? Hey, Coyote Smoking, what is up, man? August 2nd, how's the punch list going? The punch list is punchy, man. It's punchy. Hey, Mark. Steve's Viz, what's up? Hey, Pilot. Hey, Trav. Johnny Hag, that's quite a wine glass you have there. Yeah, it's the only glass I have, so it is what it is. It's my can of seltzer water glass. It's my wine glass. It's my beer glass. It's my everything glass. So it is what it is, guys. It's a robust glass. So, hey, no plastic. Take 7. What's up? Yes, Vino. I am sitting here in an anchorage on anchor. So yes, I can drink wine on my boat while I'm doing that. Scott Joyce, push pit progress. Yes, I'll get into that in just a moment. Hey, John Hayes, Harris, how you doing? Tickle Me Finn, what's up, man? Hey, Carol, how are you doing? All right, I caught up with the chat quickly. Wow, that was easy. Yes, welding is done. That was the job du jour today, was welding is done. It took some, like everything in life, it took some twists and turns that were unexpected. The grinding wheel that Doug had for his air grinder was not the right type of wheel for removing the amount of weld that we had to grind off after we got done welding all of the push pit pieces back together. So Unfortunately, I had to eliminate the little bit of money that I was trying to set aside that I was going to use to pay some of my bills here, and I had to dip into that and go buy myself a DeWalt 4.5-inch angle grinder for 50 bucks, and then a couple wheels at 10 bucks a piece. So 60, 70. I ended up spending about 85 bucks today that I really didn't want to have to spend, but we got the job done. So we got the job done. We got all the welding done. In fact, that's one of the welds right there that you can see on that joint. That used to be 2 pieces of pipe, and it was welded back together as one. So that was the big repair, was that piece, and it welded back together again beautifully. Douglas did an excellent job. We ground it out nice and smooth. I have quite a bit of buffing and polishing to do now, but we got the welding done, and we got the stainless steel pipe, round and clean again. And so now I'm going to have to get some finer sandpaper, and then some emery cloth, and then some steel wool, and then some polish, and while I buff the stainless steel and get it to look shiny again. So, but that doesn't have to happen today. That has to happen at some point in the future. So the push pit is all welded and ready to be mounted. That was the big news today, and it cost me a lot more money than I thought it was going to, but I did end up buying myself a new 4.5-inch angle grinder, which of course I will make great use of down the road. There's already been a couple of jobs I wish I'd had that here for. Now I have it. So I used to have one up in Alaska, and I ended up leaving that up there and losing that as part of the divorce and the farm sale. So now I have a nice new one, and I'll take good care of it. So yes, Doug's the man. Yeah, Doug's the man. We got that together. And in the meantime, I went ahead and rewired Doug's garage a little bit for him. I got his 30 amp 220 volt extension cord wired into his electrical panel, and it's all done properly and secure, professionally done. So Doug has a nice safe installation there in his garage, and has a good breaker. Actually, he has a breaker in his panel, and then he's got an on-off switch, which is also fused on that same line. So he's got triple protection on that 220 volt line for his welder. So so we got that done. Yep, we got that done. And Doug did do most of the welding. I did some of the welding. Just, I couldn't sit there and watch Doug have all the fun and not get in there and do some of it myself. So I got in there and did some of it myself. Doug came to the conclusion that I end up using a lot more welding wire than he does. I thought that was pretty funny that I was using more welding wire than he does, but you know what the hell, I paid for the welding wire, so why not? We didn't make a dent in the $32 roll of welding wire that we bought. So Doug's now set up for a very long time with his welder. He can do a lot of welding and not have a problem. So anyhow, let me jump back and see what I missed in the chat. So okay, where was I? Pilot, Carol, fan club, good evening, Carl. Awesome view you have. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, it is. Beautiful view, man. Doug's the man. Can't you use the grinder as a polisher? I certainly can, Pilot, and I plan on doing that. I just need to buy the right size head for it now. So, cool beans. Hey, Jared. Truth Finder. At least the labor was free. Yeah. Is Lily to mark for tonight's races? No, they finally moved their race course over to where it's supposed to be, and they actually set up some markers. So they're not coming around to me. They're over on the side of the bay where you see them over there behind me. See the sailboats back there? They're over on their side of the bay where they're supposed to be. So I was kind of hoping they was going to come by, because it was kind of fun having them, pass a little too close on either side of me. But yeah, nice relaxing evening this evening. They went the other way. So yeah, well, it may be a beautiful baby blue sky that way, Carol, but it's kind of ugly that way. Yeah, right behind me looks beautiful, but over there is kind of nasty. So they make pads for that. Yep. Was it your extra wire that you had to grind off? No, Steve, whenever you weld, you always end up having extra material you know, you can't ever just weld it and have it be, you know, perfectly smooth. You always end up having some extra material that you then have to grind down. And then once we ground it down, then we have to polish it. In fact, I still have more grinding than do, but I wanted to step it down into a finer grit and then go down to some sandpaper and smooth it down, clean it up nicely, to get it looking more polished and together. So when you're welding like that, you always have to grind off the excess parts of the weld. I'm not aware of any welder that can weld without having to do a certain amount of grinding, especially in a situation like this, because Doug had not welded stainless steel before. And so it was a lot of trial and error trying to get the wire feed speed working in conjunction with how hot, how much electric we were putting to it. So that was generating heat. So it was a matter of tuning the welder just right for this thickness of stainless steel wire. And so all of these things are things. So when we first started, it started out pretty crappy. And the more welding we did, the better we got at it towards the end. And actually towards the end, Doug was laying down some beautiful welds. But it was a matter of, there's three variables, okay? One variable is how fast the electrical wire feeds out, and of course having the right wire is also a variable, so 4 variables. Having the right wire. Well, okay, 5 variables. Having the right wire, having the right gas mix, and we really didn't have the right gas mix, but we made do with what we had. Then you have to worry about the speed of the wire, the temperature of the wire as it hits the weld, and also the pressure of gas, the amount of gas flow you're blowing through your nozzle, which acts as a protection around the flame when it blows all the it blows gases past the flame to keep it clean. So there's really 5 different variables. You can control 2 of them by buying the right gas and buying the right wire. But when you're welding, you still have to deal with wire speed and the temperature that you're welding at, and tuning that in perfectly for the thickness of the stainless steel tubing, and it's a bit of an art form. So we had to play with it for a little while. We did some test welds, we ground them off, did some more test welds, ground them off, and then we were able to just kind of get to it and get it done, and so it really came out looking nice. So you know, Doug's done a lot of MIG welding on carbon steel, you know, regular steel and stuff. You know, that's easy to do all that kind of stuff. But on stainless steel, it's, you know, it's a bit of an art form getting it all figured out. So, all right. So what did I miss here? Yeah, they make extra wire that you had to grind off. Okay, Howie. Hey, Dave Swingle, what's up? My message to you, Carol. Message pilot. Okay, I don't know, Carol. I weld all the time. Bigger the blob, better the job. Yeah, Steve, that's the way I always felt about it. But Doug gave me a hard time when I welded. I left big blobs. But as far as I'm concerned, that big blob could be ground off and made nice and smooth. So I got good penetration and got good solid welds done, though. Tough to make stainless steel tubing. Yes, it is. Slag. Yep, pilot, that's what it's called, slag. I own a MIG rig, but never did stainless steel. Yeah, it's a whole different thing, Steve. You need different wire, you need a different gas mix. You really want to use a gas called trimix. We didn't have the actual trimix, but we did end up going with a better argon mix. That's all we could get from the welding supply. Didn't get your message either. That's what she said. Okay. Yeah, it's always good penetration, yeah. Always has been, Doug, yeah. Hoy Carl from Saskatoon. Hey, Patriot Canadian, what's up, sir? Hey, Carter Hayes, what's up? Hey, Andy, how you doing tonight, buddy? Most push pits require good penetration. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, gosh, you guys have such a bad mind. Okay, evening. Hey, Mama's 3, what's up? And not having the right shielding gas. Yep, yep. Well, thank you, Carol. Okay, so I caught up with the chat. So, anyhow, we do have the boats coming by close. There you go. But not too close to see. It's like a little wing-on-wing action. Just beautiful. I guess they are going around that mark behind me. They're just not coming from a mark where it gets them lined up with my boat. slow down. Got a little 6-way race going right there. Isn't that pretty, guys? Tell you, man, I could hang out here in the bay and watch that kind of stuff all day long. You know? Seeing the sunset and the sailboats out racing like that. Good times, man, good times. Now they're all going to make that turn. They're all pushing each other on the mark. And they all got around it. Now they're all going to turn and head straight into the sunset. Beautiful. Always a lot of fun to watch the sailboats go by. So let me see what I missed in the conversation here. Okay, Argon, Dave, A-R-G-O-N, Argon. We used argon CO2 gas. We should have had used a helium argon to get helium argon CO2. Yep. One nasty front coming. Actually, yeah, that front's got to move them by. So, and please not talk about penetrative salary, Alexander O. So, I stick weld stainless steel. Wow, Alan, that's cool. Appearances counts, but our railing does not have to be watertight. Okay. Where are you at on your punch list? Carter, I'm making good progress on my punch list, man. We just got the welding done. The welding that I've needed done for the last 92 days has finally gotten done. So that's going to enable me to go ahead and get stuff put back. I got the fiberglass work done, got the fiberglass holes filled in, got those sanded and buffed, ready to go. So I can go ahead and mount these rails tomorrow. Hey guys, how you doing?
How are you?
Having fun?
Yes. Are you in the race?
No, am I in the race? I'm in the wine drinking race. Well, so much for not coming too close to me, huh? Oh, man. Okay. They'll be reefing soon. Yep, how's it a welding term and legit? It's a welding term and legit. Okay. Do you watch Trent Palmer? I like his little bush plane. Okay. No reef, they're racing. Yes, they are racing. Yes, people smoking, they are. Just think how close you are to being able to hoist your sails now. Yep, Johnny Hag, I'm getting pretty close. In fact, I'll be hoisting my sails when I pull out of here in about 11 days. So, oh man, it's starting to rain, guys. I don't know from where. There's nothing above me, but I'm getting raindrops hitting me. I x-ray welds for a living. I was joking. Okay. NDT, let's all talk shop. Did you see where his motor went out and he had to land in the middle of nowhere? Okay. Asked the racers that died of Dolphin Island race how failing to reef worked out. Okay. Hey, Christine, how you doing? So, all right, well, there you go. That wasn't too close. Remember, it was a drunk that hit you. Yeah. No, they weren't very close at all, actually. I mean, they were close, but they weren't close like the other guys have been close. So, great job. Just don't drop the source. Okay. All right. Not sure what you mean by that, but okay. Oh, man. Oh, I'm very relieved today. You know, getting that welding done has been a big job. It's been a big concern of mine for a long time. And so I'm very relieved today that I got that done. That was something that I've been wanting to get done for a very long time. It's sort of a big project for me on the boat here. And now that I've got that done, it's going to enable me to get a lot of other jobs that have been sort of in hold waiting for that to get done. So, of course, you know, getting it done, I'm kind of broke. I mean, it really costs a lot of money between buying all the components and having to buy an angle grinder today, and you know, getting all that kind of stuff done really tapped me out again. But that's life, man. That's life. So all you can do is move on, and that's what we're doing. So we're trying to move on. Anyhow, we got 11 more days here, 10 or 11 more days. I don't remember where we're at, but we're leaving on the 13th. This week, I'm going to be pulling apart the motor, getting the oil change done. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to get these railings installed. That's going to be a big job to do tomorrow. I need to drill all new holes for them. I need to get backing plates installed up underneath of them. I have the backing plates. I have the hardware to mount them. So getting that all done, and then reassembling, you know, putting my grill back out and getting the rod holder back out and the lily net back up, and getting all that stuff back organized on the back of the boat. Getting this back lazarette dug out and getting all the stuff back up where it's supposed to be, the grill and all that. That's going to be kind of a fun thing to be able to get done. And then when I get that done, I'll be able to make some room from down below, which will make it easier for me to get to the wiring and that kind of stuff. So I did pull out the gauges. You know, these two holes here, well, you can't see them because my door's in the way. Okay, now can you see the two holes there? See these two holes? Well, apparently this boat originally had an apparent wind indicator in one of those holes, and a water speed, a speed through the water on there. A velocity made good meter. So they're older meters that are defunct now and no longer working. But what's odd is I don't remember there being any sort of a tickle wheel under the boat. You know, you're underneath your boat coming through a through hole, there'll be what's known as a tickle wheel. It's a little wheel that the water going by the hole rotates, it spins, and then from that they can determine the boat speed. I don't recall seeing one of those down below. And the apparent wind indicator would require something other than what I have up on my mast to make it work. And so it's here, and there's wiring for it, but I don't have the necessary equipment up on the mast top to make that work. So apparently it did at one time, but it's not there now. So finding all these little weird wired up things on the boat is part of the sleuthing, there's the word, sleuthing that I'm doing, trying to track down all these various parts so we can get on to the next project. So after we get the push pit installed tomorrow, which weather permitting, we'll get that done tomorrow, then it's on to getting the engine work done, which is going to be a day of grease and grime. Then it's the autopilot, and then the running lights and mast lights. Those are my three big things. And now that we have some stuff being shipped to me, I have a new anchor windlass in the mail coming to me. Well, not a new one, an old one that works, being shipped to me, complete with all the wiring and the relays and all the switches and all that stuff. So that's going to be cool. But I also have a new fish finder coming with a brand new through hole. And a through hole that apparently I'll be able to set underneath one of the lockers, and I'll mix up a batch of some, what do you call it? Oh crap, what do they call it? You know, the fiberglass stuff. The resin and stuff. I'll mix up a batch of that and be able to set it inside the boat, not through the hull, but it'll mount inside the boat, and it'll actually shoot through the hull and be able to give us some readings as to both the depth and also it has some side scan capabilities. So, hey, Coyote, thank you, sir. Coyote just hit me $50 through PayPal. Man, you have no idea how much I need that right now, Coyote. Thank you very much. So, Coyote just hit me with $50 on PayPal, and I really appreciate that, man. It could not come at a better moment, because I am really broke right now getting all this repair work done to the boat. So with that said, let me go back and check in the chat and see what I've gotten done. So see what I missed in the chat here. Hey, Christine. That wasn't too close. Yeah, okay, great job. Just don't drop the source. Okay, not sure what that meant. Touchdown's awesome. Johnny Hanger really likes his content. So close he hit your boat. Yep. You better slow down on the chores, otherwise the trolls will not have anything to talk about. Yeah, screw the trolls, Carter. Hey, Don, what's up, man? Spoken, Trav, Don. Tickle me Finn, be a good day tomorrow. Yes, it will be a good day tomorrow, man. It will be a really good, satisfying day. Today was a satisfying day. Getting that welding done really made me feel good today. That was like a big checklist item to check off. So, hey, Eric, hola, amigo, ¿qué paso? Loose, hello, guys. Okay, hello, Carol, always lovely to see you. Welding done today. Yes, the welding is done today. Is that for you on the speed? GPS, yes, GPS definitely does that on the speed now. Yes, absolutely. But Waukesha, what the GPS tells you is how fast you're actually traveling. It gives you your actual speed above ground, SOG they call that. It doesn't give me my speed through the water, because if I'm sailing 4 knots up against a 2-knot current, I'm only gaining 2 knots. So my GPS is only going to show me 2 knots, but I'm actually traveling at 4 knots. It's just I have 2 knots of current against me, and the GPS won't show that kind of stuff. So, will you Gypsy on the windows handle the Anchor Road? Yes, it will, but with that, I need to buy some more stuff in order to make that work. I'm going to have to mount a what do you call it? The steel mechanism and plate that mounts on the bow for the anchor roller. I'm going to need to buy and install an anchor roller to make that work. So, all in good time, guys. All in good times. Like a female sheep. Stess. Okay. Sounds like you try the pronunciation. Okay. Also, do you have a captain's license? I do not have a captain's license. I don't need a captain's license. It's only me and the dog on board. You have a gypsy on board? Wow. Or is that some type of yacht speak? Please explain. No, the anchor gypsy is a device that pulls the anchor up out of the water. So those paddle wheel speedos are almost useless. Those set yeah, I understand, Steve. I agree with you too. Yep. You is a female sheep. Yep, that's right. A you is a female sheep. I know, just wondering. Okay. No problem. So we have Eric, Rom, and useless. Useless. I like that. Thanks for the explanation. You are indeed a fountain of knowledge. Okay. So we're getting back into this crap again. Okay. Hello, Eric. Yep. Okay, you got it. There we go. Oh, man, you guys are just so damn obvious. It's unreal. So, I tell you what, guys, the race boats tonight are setting up a long course tonight. I don't know if you can see them from here, but they are way out in Long Island Sound right now. They are completely outside of the bay, out there in Long Island Sound right now. That is one long race course. Oh. Sorry about the noise. We have a hoptocopter flying overhead. My son Carl couldn't say helicopter when he was a kid, so we always called him hoptocopter. But I had to get it for being a fishing guide. Oh, I understand that. The other gray meat. There you go. Hey, New Jersey to Florida. What's up, man? You have a rather common Scottish name. Useless. What are you saying, Carol? That most of the Scots are useless? Oh, that's bad, Carol. That's bad. Captain Eric, how's it going? Oh, wind noise, terrific. Yeah, hey, Carol and Carl. Hey, Seabiscuit, how you doing, man? He's going well. Hey, Biscuit, what's up, man? Scots are great value. Yes, they are. I like Scottish folks. I am part Scottish. Not a lot Scottish, but I am part Scottish. So, and a Ram is a heavy-duty truck made by Dodge. Yes, it is, Carter Hayes. And a Ram is also a male goat. So, Whiskey. No, no whiskey tonight. Tonight we're drinking, well, actually, tonight we're drinking goat, actually. We're drinking goat milk. Well, not goat milk, really. We're drinking goat juice this evening. We're drinking Bully Hill Love My Goat red wine. See that? Bully Hill from New York. And guys, I gotta tell you what, it's a pretty good wine. It really is. I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice full-bodied sort of a Cabernet Sauvignon going with it. Almost Merlot. In fact, I would venture to guess that this is about 50-50 mix of Cabernet Sauvignon mixed with some Merlot. It's kind of got that good mellowness, but just a tint of fruitiness to it. So, go back to my old wine drinking days, man. I used to enjoy wine back in the day. And this is actually a very good wine. For just being a cheap mixed wine from here in New York State, it actually is very, very good. I enjoy it. So, Dodge makes a heavy-duty truck. Steve, I like that, yeah. And Scott's art as tight as with Bunny. Okay. Definition of a Dodge to avoid. Yeah. Getting a captain's license has been a good resume builder. Plus, it automatically gets me pre-check at airports because of the TWIC card. Oh, there you go. I hadn't even thought about that as a benefit. So, ram is a male sheep. A buck is a male goat. Carter Hayes, you're absolutely correct. Yes, thank you for the clarification there. So, oh, your French is crap, Carl. Honestly, who taught you? Hey, man, my French sucks. So, stick to sailing talk. It's a beautiful evening except for the wind noise. But, oh well. Jewish women's favorite wine. Take me to Florida. Yeah, pilot, I like it. Yeah, wine hurts my brain. Yeah, it does mine too after about the 5th bottle. I mean, the wine talk is poor. Okay. Sacre bleu. Ram is male sheep, buck is male goat. Yes, male, M-A-L-E, Jared, not male as in postage. Sorry, buddy. Little bit of what do I call that? The punctuation, the grammar Nazis. Yeah, grammar spelling Nazi. There you go. They mentioned it's fun being called captain. Yeah, okay, captain. People call me captain all the time, even though I don't have a captain's license. I don't need a license to be a captain. I'm a captain because I own my own boat and I'm the guy in charge of it. That makes me a captain, all licensing, certification, and whatever nonsense aside. So, let's share some jokes. Okay. I'll be tuned to you and Jimmy Buffett takes the stage very close to you. Jones Beach will be watching live broadcast from Margaretville. Really? When is John? He's going to be at Jones Beach tonight? Oh, man, if I had known that, I'd have gone to Jones Beach Theater and watched him. I like watching Jimmy. Billy is a male goat here. Okay. Captain Carl sounds amazing. Put it on a shirt in big letters. There you go. All good fun. Captain Carl. There you go. Captain Carl. God, isn't that a scary thought, guys? Isn't that a scary thought? Captain Carl. Some fool might actually put their life in my hands. That's scary. Oh, we're getting a bit of a sunset, guys. It's not stellar, but it's not bad. Okay, I gotta rat on myself a little bit tonight. So, Jimmy usually live on YouTube. Yeah, Pilot, he's live on YouTube every time he does a live concert. But if I could have seen him at Jones Beach Theater, that would have been cool. Of course, I'm broke. I can't afford to do that. But an unlicensed captain is a master. Well, I've been called worse things, Steve. Would be a hoot to see the live stream from Buffettville. Yeah, right? I'm Jewish and I love Florida. Carol. Oh, hey, my selling sucks, but I can read the heck out of a large tape measure. Okay, Tickle Me Fin, there you go, buddy. And Tickle Me Fin, by the way, once again, I'm gonna thank you for sending me those aluminum plates, because tomorrow the rest of them are going to go into use when I install my my push pit. So they're all going to get drilled out and put into place. And then, although I got to tell you what, you know, when I drilled the plates for putting up underneath where I did the fiberglass patchwork, I did not apparently do an adequate job of vacuuming up the cockpit here, and I ended up cutting the hell out of my foot on a piece of aluminum drill slag that came out. So I'm trying to be much more careful about that in the future. Apparently I need to do a better job with my vacuuming skills. So okay, I would know crap about sailing. Yes, tonight in about a half hour. Oh man. And if that unlicensed captain goes fishing, he's a masturbate. Oh, I love it. Yeah. How much wine on my spelling? Too much wine. There you go, Jared. Rest my case, Carol. What repairs are you in need of, sir? Sir, is my dad here? Repairs. I need to track down some wiring issues on my running lights and mast lights. I need to get my autopilot working, and I need to get my depth finder installed after I finish installing my push pit. And I need to do an oil change, fuel filter change, and clean the air cleaner on my diesel engine. Those are my 4 jobs, and frankly, it probably wouldn't take me more than about 4 or 5 days to do all that. But I'm going to give myself 11 days to do that and plan on leaving here on the 13th. But I have a very specific reason why I'm waiting till the 13th, guys. Oh, man, I got to sit up. My back is stiff from all the work we did welding today. Old Douglas just wore me out with running around and getting all the welding done. But no, I'm waiting until the 13th because on August 11th, on the 11th day of August 2018, I turned the big 60. I turned 60. That's my birthday, August 11th. Wow. 60 years old. Major milestone in my life. And my sister Linda, who lives here on Long Island, she's taking me out to lunch. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing that on my birthday. That is going to be my birthday on August 11th. August 12th, I'm going to be running and getting fuel, getting water, getting some provisioning done, and I'm going to dive in and scrub the bottom of my boat on August 12th. So I'll be all set and ready to go. And of course, before then, I'll have everything else done that needs to be done. So I'll be ready to get out of here on the 13th. So I do have to run some rigging on my mainsail. I don't have my reefing lines in place yet on my mainsail. So I have to figure that out. I wasn't there when the mainsail was taken off originally. So I have no idea how they ran the mainsail, and there's a whole bunch of hardware options on the boom, a whole bunch of hardware options on the boom that may or may not be the right places to run the rigging for my reefing line. So I have to figure that out. I have to figure out the reefing line. That is one of the jobs I have to do as well. And then ideally my sail bag up in this part up here in the front, there's about a 4-foot, maybe 5-foot long zipper. And that zipper has now is starting to come apart. It's not coming apart when you pull the zipper all the way to the top. It just comes off. It's supposed to stop up there, and it just comes off. So I need to get it disassembled and looked at, and really ideally it'd be nice to buy a new 4 or 5 foot zipper and replace the zipper on my mainsail. But I do not have a sewing machine to do that, and I do not have the zipper, and I do not have the funds for the zipper. So we'll have to figure all that stuff out here in the near future. But I do have line for running the reefing lines. I just have to figure out how they run on this boat because I don't have a clue. I mean, I know how reefing lines run on a sailboat, but on this particular boom, there's all kinds of weird stuff going on with it. So, I mean, it's got more gizmos and gadgets and places. What's happened is this was built originally as a cruising boat, and then it became a bit of a race boat. Now it's back to being a cruising boat. And so there's a lot of stuff that should have been there that's not there. There's a lot of stuff that was there, it's not there anymore. And so I just got to kind of figure out the thinking of the guy that had it most recently of how he set up the roofing lines and try to get those back in place. So, but they are original. I mean, the mainsail is original from 1974. But I'm not finding any reference points for showing how the reefing lines was originally rigged in 1974, nor is there necessarily the hardware components um, that was there originally. There's a lot of spots in the boom where there used to be hardware that's not there anymore, and there's a lot of places where a lot of new hardware has been added. So I'm gonna have to spend like the better part of a day when there's no wind. I'm gonna have to raise the main and just sit there and try to reason out how they set things up and where they put stuff, because it's kind of bizarre. And actually my topping lift, I don't really think my topping lift is in the correct position. I had a guy in Sandusky kind of tell me to rig it up that way. He gave me all that stuff to do that. But, you know, I don't believe it's set up correctly the way the topping lift is supposed to be. And so I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then just a lot of stuff with the rigging I got to play with and look at and figure all that stuff out. And no, Dave, I don't have any lazy jacks on this mainsail, none whatsoever. So that's always a bit of a problem too. So anyhow, let me go back and see what I missed in the chat. I've been blowing hard here for a little bit. Let me go back and see what I missed. So tonight, oh dang, it would be a hoot to see live stream from Buffalo. Yeah, Lights Captain Masters, Gary. Okay, I covered all that. Spelling sucks, but I can read. Okay, take measure. Lights Captain, good. Okay. Karen, how are you? So, and then license captain on fish. Okay. Makes live stream more watchable. It's a drinking game I play with my boyfriend. All right. Hopeless. Hopeless says. You're welcome. Anything I can do to help will. Okay, tickle me, Finn, man. You rock, dude. I appreciate that. It ends up so messy. Our drinking game you guys should share in your YouTube secrets. All right. Will you be going up the mast? Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. You don't put a 350, 400-pound guy up a mast. That's crazy. Not unless you want to demast the boat. So, the fixed lights. No. Backs on the boat. Bow cleats. Getting a captain shirt. Bloody hell. Who is Doug? Cabin boy. Just a helping hand. Okay. Doug is a helper. I get it. Let's talk with cabin crew. How the welding and projects go. Sailmaster, the welding went perfectly today. We got the welding all done today. So, prepare to run new wires through the mast. That may be a pain. No, actually, Truth Finder, when we put the mast up, I had already pulled all new wires through the mast. So the wires through the mast are fine. It's where those wires come down into the cabin and run around over to the panel. That's where my problem is somewhere. So, hey, wine lover, haven't seen you in a while. Maybe you'll get some surprise birthday gifts or at least a cake. Oh, I'm sure I'll find something like that. Sounds like Jiffy Reefing. Yeah, plastic, they change their names every day. Check. Yep, they do. Check blocks. Check blocks. Okay, Birdsie the sail cover. Tall and lazy jack. Yeah, well, the sail cover is well bungeed, bam. How you feeling? You did a bunch of money in anticipation of your dream. Anticipation of your dream, I hope. I'll go sailing in a couple of years. Carter Hayes, how am I funding my trip? I'm funding my trip by crowdfunding, I guess is for lack of a better term. You know, through my income through Google AdSense, Super Chat, PayPal, Patreon. That's how I fund myself. So, and I did have some money put together when I sold my truck to buy the boat and stuff, but that's gone a long time ago. So, hey, Sealy Shannon, man, what's going on? Needle and thread to sew a stop on the zipper. Yep, that's exactly what I planned on doing. That's exactly. Oh, you're headed to the post office now, man. You rock, man. You really do. I sent the rope and depth finder. Did make yesterday. Okay. Just send the rope and depth finder. Didn't make yesterday. Okay, no problem, ma'am. Boom preventer. Yeah. I don't have a boom preventer set up. It would be a good idea to put one on. So Still need to check out the windlass to make sure it's operating okay. Well, man, if it is, that's great. If it's not, it's all great too, man. I really appreciate your effort, man. Distracting, can we delete him? Can we delete who? No plastic. Here late night projects go and welding. Here late, how projects go and welding. Yeah, Sailmaster, well, there it is. Okay, there's the weld. Right there's the weld that needed to be done. Right there on that piece of metal. You can't see it, but right there is the weld. And then down there, that plate on top of the end of that pipe, that was the other weld. So the welding is done, and now these pieces are going to get mounted back on the boat tomorrow. So, oh, smoking, he better not be in the house because he'll be out of here. He's just a child anyway, though. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. No, so you're good to go. Yep, we're good to go, man. At least you will have the real estate sales option when you get to Florida. Always have that option, man. Oh, Carl's dead. You know, you're such an idiot. What a child. What a child. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, you have to deal with this kind of immaturity on board here, but you know, it's just a reality on YouTube that you have these juvenile people that got nothing better to do but try to tear something down. So, yeah, smoking, he's gone. Yes, you know what, smoking, there you go. All right, so anyhow, so yeah, we got the welding done today. It was a lot more expensive than what I thought it was going to be, but we did get it done, and so it was nice to get all of those. I mean, that was a big thing to get done. And it seemed like it was just like an uphill battle and it was taking forever. It was really good to get it knocked out. And to be honest with you guys, you know, I probably could have just hired a welder in Sandusky and had this done a long time ago. But I have to admit, it was really a lot of fun doing that with Douglas. It was really nice to be hanging out with Douglas, my old friend, and doing that together as a project together. And I hope you guys can kind of understand that, but it was just really cool to be able to do that with Douglas. So, well, somebody's out there with a radio playing loud. I can hear some drums drumming out there somewhere. Okay, you go, pilot. The boats get back into the bay. I haven't seen them yet, so. Wrenches on duty. Yep, bonding again. There you go. Thanks, Carl. You enjoyed it too. I really did, Doug. That was just a lot of fun, man. It was great hanging out with you and Claire anyway, but spending time with family and friends is priceless. Coyote, I couldn't agree with you more, man. I just couldn't agree with you more. And I know a lot of people are griping I spent too much time here. I don't really give a rat's ass. I'm enjoying spending time with family and friends, so it's just awesome to be able to hear and hang out. You know, the whole, excuse me. One problem with that glass is the top of that glass is too big around. I end up getting wine on the side of my mustache. So how much was the Uber to Doug's house? Didn't cost me anything to go to Doug's house. His wife came and got me. Although we did put a bunch of money in his fuel tank, so. Oh. Yeah, tickle me fanny. I feel you. Okay, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was really nice spending time with him, man. Looks like you need a healer. Why do I need a healer, Dave? I don't think I need a healer. I don't know. Oh, you said that. It made me think about one of those idiots got on there and say, oh, he itches a lot. You know, guys, let me give you, my channel is very much about the reality of living on a sailboat, okay? I mean, that's a lot of what I try to talk about for you guys is just the reality of living aboard a sailboat. Hold on, I'm trying to sit you guys down over here. Let me adjust you back up straight. There you go. And the reality of living aboard a sailboat for me right now is when I go to take a bath or go for a swim, which I do twice a day, I get my exercise by jumping in the bay and going for a swim. And I also bathe in the bay here. I take my bar of soap and my toothbrush and whatever. I jump in the bay and do my stuff, you know, clean up. And when I come on board, I take a gallon jug of water, and I use a gallon jug to rinse all the salt off of me, because you got to get the salt off. Well, you know what? 1 gallon of water probably isn't sufficient to get all of the salt washed off of a big lard ass like me. And so maybe I don't get all the salt off. So maybe the salt stays on there and it gives me a little itch now and then. You know what? I don't really care. I love this lifestyle. And if I'm a little itchy because I got a little salt on me or whatever, well, that's absolutely cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love this lifestyle. I love being out here. Brushing teeth with saltwater, yuck. Steve, it's actually not as bad as you might think. It really isn't. The biggest frustration for me is soaping myself up. I don't get good lather. You don't really get much lather with salt water. So, you know, there's that. But I love this lifestyle, man. I absolutely love this lifestyle. So, the wine on the mustaches for later. Yeah, wine lover, I kind of agree with you. So, hey, wine lover, you know, since you're a wine lover, check this out. Bully Hill, Love My Goat, red wine. Good stuff. I'm really enjoying it. They don't say what it is on here, but I'm pretty sure it's a Cabernet Sauvignon Merlot mix. They say it's halfway between dry and sweet. The grapes that produce Bully Hill were grown in some of the following selected growers: Bill Eastman, you know, a whole bunch of people. It doesn't tell me what kind of grapes were used. It doesn't tell me what kind of wine it was. Subtle fruit yields of soft, smooth finish. Wine pairs well with steak, pasta, and a variety of other foods. Best enjoyed with good company. Well, you guys qualify as good company, so that's cool. But just says red wine. Bully Hill, Love My Goat, red wine. Pretty good stuff. So anyhow, what did I miss in the chat here? Hey, Chip, what's going on? Half thank you for asking. My back is just fine. There you go. Brushing teeth, water, yuck. Nah, it's not that bad. Wine on the mustaches for later. High pilot. Okay, I have a blue healer. Okay, good dogs, I guess. Actually, I don't really care much for blue healers. The only blue healers I knew out in Montana, they used them for herding sheep, and they always would come around and try to bite me on the back of the leg and herd me too. So people die from pathogens in seawater. Well, you know, people die from all kinds of stuff. I have no problem being in the sea. I love it being in the sea. And it's not uncommon. Well, okay. Infect sores. Okay. My sister turned me onto that wine. It's awesome. Hey, Coyote, good deal. Okay. How much is your water tank capacity? I have two 20-gallon water tanks that I'm currently not using. I have not gotten the boat's water system plumbed, checked out, and operational yet. I will mark that off to just my own laziness. The fact is, guys, the water, here's the problem. The water tanks where they're situated. One is in this quarter berth underneath the port side, and the other one is underneath the V berth. Right now, I have a whole bunch of stuff in there on top of those areas. I actually have to move everything, pull up the cushions, pull up the plywood board in order to access the water fill. So they're not really located in a location that makes them conducive to refilling. It's very difficult to refill the water tanks the way the boat is currently set up. Now, it'd be different if I had less crap on the boat, I know that. But it's still difficult to fill those water tanks where they are. Now, what I could do is I could run some lines around and replumb them and get some fill lines brought up on deck, so I have some deck fills for those tanks. And I probably should do that eventually. But, you know, for me, it's just, you know, here's my water supply. Right there's my water supply. I just, you know, I recycle 1 gallon water jugs, you know. I bought like 15 or 20 gallons of water at one point, or over a couple different times of provisioning, and I just refill them all the time, and I keep refilling them until they get nasty, and then when they get nasty, I replace them with a new jug. But I reuse the same water jug probably, you know, 20-30 times, make good use of it, and then I make sure, you know, it's the kind of plastic that can be recycled, and I drop it off at the recycling facility. So that's kind of how we do that. Did not get pathogens. Pathogens get Carl. Okay. We just had a guy have to move here. And removed because of that. Had a leg removed. Okay. Bulldog is a troll. Yeah, I think you're right. No worries, Carl. Not get pathogens. Pathogens get Carl. Okay. You know what? Blockster Pilot, I'm going to agree with you. Why don't you go ahead and take care of that for me, okay? Good table wine. Yeah, I think it's really good. What are the rules with regard to having guns and guns on board? It depends on where you are. It differs every place. I do not have guns on board. How's the budget looking this month? The budget. Yeah. Well, prior to the donation that just came in today on through my PayPal account, I was down to about $60. So my budget is looking pretty darn slim, actually. So, okay. Software update later. Oh, come on, go away. Well, it was correct, but most of the line, the risk is in the known locality. Okay. No deck plate, that's crazy. No deck plate? What do you mean by that, no deck plate? Yes, the water tanks don't have a deck plate. I understand what you're saying. Yes, the water tanks don't have a deck fill. So it was some sort of re-engineered thing that the previous owner did, and it wasn't done well. So let him build till he makes a nasty comment, then do your thing. Okay. Hi there, such as the west coast of Florida currently due to releases from Lake Okeechobee. Yeah, Todd, I'm well versed on those sorts of things, but it's something that you have to concern yourself with, given a specific location, not generally anywhere in the ocean. And that is a definite problem, and it has more to do with pollutants coming down the Mississippi River than it does with issues from being in salt water. So what was Cal Boats thinking? Truth Finder Cal Boats is not the one that engineered it that way. Work in progress. Yep, there you go, no plastic. Life is always a work in progress, man. There's a powerboat going behind me. I can hear the radio playing. It made a comment about seawater. 110 for thumbs up. Yeah, there you go, man. 107 people watching, only 23 thumbs up. We certainly should be due for more than that right now. So go ahead and pound the thumbs up, guys. While you're doing that, I'm going to have some of my wine. So the sunset, by the way, just fizzled out. It's not that I'm not showing it to you, but it's just fizzled out. And by the way, for those of you guys that asked, most of the sailboats are still out in Long Island Sound right now. It does appear as though they've turned around and are heading back into the bay right now. But those sailboats are way out there in the Long Island Sound. So how do you see the thumbs up? Carter Hayes, you don't. I disabled that. Oh, that's good wine. I enjoy that. Yummy, yummy, man. That's good stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that powerboat over there. Where is he? Well, I can't even see him in there. He's right back behind me, somewhere back over in there. There's a powerboat. He's being a pain in the butt. I agree, Trav and Kia. I have spoke to him on a couple of different channels. Okay. How have the bugs been? No bugs at all, Bubba. No bugs bothering me at all. There was some like these little fruit fly things that were getting on the boat earlier. It's something just out here in the bay. Apparently they have nothing to do with the fruit flies or just some kind of little bug that's here. They don't bite or anything. They're just annoying. So does tend to herd grandkids. Smartest dog I ever saw. Okay. Wild guy was usually a good viewer and now gone. Probably just made a new troll for the channel. Yeah, Trav, we'll take care of that, okay? Hey, Brandon, what's up? It is going great, man. It is going great. So, going great. Enjoying the hell out of my life. Got the big welding project finally finished today. That was a huge deal. That was really nice to get that done. That was needed to get done, so it was nice getting that done. It's something that I've been worrying about and fretting about for a while. And I have to admit, the welds came out really nice. I mean, it obviously came out very, very nice. And so, let me see if I can pull up a piece here and show you. Oh, I doubt it. It's getting caught up in everything. There we go. Anyhow, this piece was broken right here. These two pieces of metal were apart, and that was broken right there. So we got it all welded and back together in one piece. Now what I've got to do is I've got to sand and grind and polish and buff this and get it so it's all pretty again. But the weld is there and the steel is strong again. So that's going to be my projects tomorrow, is to get those installed. I can always buff and polish them up later on to make them pretty. Right now they're functional and we got to get them back in place. So, obviously not. Nipping is a common issue with herding breeds. Yes, it is, Todd. Absolutely. All lab herds for food bowl. Hey, Doug, how you doing, man? Thanks. Smoking. Good for you. I shampooed my carpets today. Oh, well, that's not much fun. Looks good to me. Hey, 9mm James, how you doing, buddy? Yep, I'm very happy with the way they came out. So, justify all the alcohol every night when you are such a limited budget. Fair question. Well, Truth Finder, that is a fair question. So let me tell you how I justify all the alcohol. I have a gentleman who was a fan and follower of my channel. When I was back on the Erie Canal, I was going through his neighborhood. He is an alcohol salesman. He represents wholesalers and he sells to liquor stores and supplies liquor stores with alcohol. Well, what he did is he showed up at my boat with about 5 cases of booze. Yes, that's right. You heard me correctly. 5 cases of booze. In addition to that, he also brought me, I don't know if you can see it here, he also brought me this little blue collapsible wagon cart here as a gift as well, and I really appreciate him having done that. So he's given me more wine and alcohol and stuff to drink that I can shake a stick at. I'm still trying to go through it all and try to make some more room on the boat. I mean, I thought it was great, you know, and I love that he did that, but to be honest with you, I'm drinking a lot more alcohol this last 60 days or so than I've drank in probably the last 2 years. So, but I do tend to limit myself to 1, maybe 2, but generally 1 cocktail every evening. Sometimes I'll go to 2, but for the most part, I try to keep it to 1 cocktail every evening. So, sorry if that bothers you, but it's not money that I've spent to go out and buy alcohol because I don't have the funds to do that. So, there's your answer. Well, there's some fast boat going out. Careful, Tooth Finder, you'll get labeled a troll. Trolls under every bridge. Yeah, live streams, and they hardly ever delete viewers. Well, that's too bad. I do. My opinion, since you blocked all the trolls and blocked comments, etc., they are now out there making videos, etc., that now populate on searches. I think it was better when you controlled it. Just opinion. Well, Sailmaster, I'm going to disagree with you. The common philosophy amongst most YouTube creators is to block and delete negative posts and trolls. And yes, they are out there and you know, vehemently out there creating all kinds of ridiculous stuff. But what they don't seem to realize is that these guys get on and watch all my videos, and so I get the view counts and I get paid for that. And then because of all the ridiculous nonsense that they get, which people realize is ridiculous nonsense, then it just sends that many more people that subscribe to my channel. It's kind of like having an army of free marketing people out there that are promoting me. You know, whether it's good or bad promotion, it's still promotion. I mean, you get all these people are out there talking me up like crazy, and that's pushing a whole lot of people to come over and watch my channel. So I'm not bothered by it at all, man. Is he on the channel? We need to give him a shout out. Is who on the channel, Carter Hayes? By the way, wedding next week, got 5 kegs of beer. Wow, cool, man. Congratulations on that. Just unsub, seeing the way viewers are treated. All right, well, goodbye. I had a black lab years ago. Was the dumbest dog I ever owned, but I loved him anyway. Ran into the mailbox one time, knocked the post clear out of the ground. Oh, gosh, Carol. They can watch, just not comment. I don't care if they watch and or comment, as long as they don't make nasty comments. So, your luck. Yep. There are some great videos out there. Yeah, there are. Truth Finder, there's a video if you would like to review it. Yeah, but your channel has not grown by 100 subs. I really don't give a shit. She's smart. I just never worked her as a pet till a ball. Yep. The viewer that gave you the alcohol, you said he was a viewer and a fan. Yes, he is. He was a viewer and a fan. I hardly would think somebody wouldn't be a fan if someone's going to turn around and give you that much alcohol. I think that certainly qualifies as someone who's a supporter and a fan. So, in actuality, since then, he's also donated numerous times in other ways as well. So, he's a very good supporter. Not enough views to make much difference dollar-wise. Well, you keep telling yourself that. Sure glad you get welding done. Moving forward to your goal. Congrats, Carl. Thanks, Doug. Yep, moving forward, man. Always moving forward. Getting watches but no subs and donations aside from the inside of it. Hey, they got deep pockets. All good. Hey, Boston. How you guys doing? So, hello, Brian, Bill, and Haley. It sounds, I agree, Carl is too sensitive, especially when having a cocktail. Okay. So glad you guys feel that you have the ability to opinion on that stuff, but I wouldn't give someone who has fatty liver disease alcohol. Okay, you know what, Finn, we're just going to move on. So if they help your channel grow up, trolls, hopefully it's working for you. Yep. I've helped a lot of successful channels. Never know who's on your stream. I guess just throwing my 2 cents worth. Okay. I'm in the Woods Hole. I've been around 11 years since I was in that area. Yeah, Todd, I am planning on heading up the Woods Hole. I am going to be leaving here on the 13th, so I should be at the Woods Hole, weather permitting, somewhere around the 17th, 18th, 19th, somewhere like that of August. And I plan on trying to spend a couple days at Woods Hole, getting a feel for the place and videotaping a lot of what's going on there. And that should be a lot of fun. So that's what my plans are and what I'm planning on doing. So, and then after I get done over at Woods Hole, I'm going to drop down to Nantucket for a little bit, for a day or two, and then back up around Woods Hole through the Cape Cod Canal and up into Cape Cod. And I'm going to go up to the Boston area, I guess, to see Gene. Gene was talking about trying to get some kind of get together or something together. Maybe he and I'll just get some dinner or something, whatever. Maybe meet some folks that want to meet. But that's how we're planning on doing that. So, cool beans. Okay, troll can't comprehend community. Jared, you're absolutely correct. They cannot comprehend community. So, they're absolutely clueless in their own little world with their own little minds. So, what dates in Boston? Steve, I don't know exactly yet. As we get closer, we'll announce some dates. Let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Probably somewhere around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, somewhere in there. That's at least the direction I'm thinking about that will end up being. So, oh man, but it's nice. It's nice getting the welding done. We'll get the boat, start buttoning it back together again. Mostly I've got electrical stuff to take care of, and I've got a background in electrical engineering, so that's not going to be a problem. It's just pain in the ass pulling all the wires out and tracking it all down again. So we'll get that done. I'm waiting on the fish finder to come from Cliff. He's sending that. So see Lee Shannon sending that to me. Hopefully that'll be here in about a week or so. We can get that installed. That's going to have to be sort of a last minute kind of thing before I head out. So I'm kind of planning on my birthday, I'm going to relax and have fun with family. The Sunday, the 12th, I'm going to be doing a provisioning run, fuel run, water run, getting the rest of the items on the boat stored and put away, and scrubbing the bottom and getting it clean. That's all going to happen and then I'll be able to pull out of here on the 13th, weather permitting. Okay, if the weather is not good, then we'll have to see what that is at that time. So, awesome part of this community. Now he's gone. Trav Bulldog has never been an awesome part of this community. In fact, up until tonight, I never even heard of him. So, Nantucket is spendy. Yeah, I don't plan on being there very long. That's right, Jared Callahan. Carl is creating community with these chats. Nice of him to do that. Yes, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Carl, if you put your transducer on a pole and pipe, yeah, but Marge, I'm not going to need to be able to do that, Marge. I'm going to be able to simply glue it to the bottom of the boat, and it'll actually shoot through the hull of the boat and be able to work equally as effectively. I could mount it on some kind of a pole system that I can mount next to my ladder and have it on a pole system down on the stern. But I'm going to do more of I'm going to epoxy it to the floor of the boat, not too far from where the existing transducer is, in what I call my tool locker. It's going to be mounted down there in the tool locker, and so it should work just fine from that location. So, just got here. What happened to Bulldog? If you have a strong electrical background, there's another way for you to earn a buck along the way. That certainly is, Todd. If I chose to do that. What is mine, what's yours is also mine. Sailmaster, if you want to be adversarial, we can certainly just ban you from the channel. New Jersey, what's my electrical background? I've got a bullshit associate's degree in electrical engineering. I worked 5 years as a sales engineer for Leviton Manufacturing. And so I worked for them wiring up appliances. Mostly I worked in the appliance division. So when your General Electric appliance or your tap-in appliance has switches and controls that control everything, I was usually the guy that spec'd out all of those switches and controls and thermostats and resistors and all that nonsense. So I have a long background in that stuff. I don't have a bachelor's degree in it, but I have a lot of work experience with it. So, okay. Looking forward to Woods Hole. I hope they give you permission in a video. Yep, looks like things are going to be nice there, Plastic. Need the weather to work out and the funds. Maybe make a GoFundMe. No, not going to do that. Bulldog is from Delos. Well, that's fine, but he was new here and he was doing stuff that was irritating people. So, you started on a boat channel with Doug yet? Doug's not going to be doing a boat channel. Doug's talking about being able to do a channel about car repairs. Glue works best for your transducer through fiberglass. Okay. Grandpa's being grandpa. If you don't like it, yep, there you go. Watch something else, man. My channel, I do it my way. Why all the harsh talk? I have no idea, Norman. I'm not trying to be harsh, but with the trolls, bro. Okay. Well, just messing with the trolls can get you blocked on my channel. I have no patience with it and no sense of humor with it whatsoever. That was a bulldog, and poor dog couldn't even reach around. Oh, gosh. Carol, that's a little TMI right there, I think. About water quality. Climatician, a big dollop of clear silicone in a protected place works great. Okay. Well, Todd, I'm going to follow the manufacturer's instructions on how to install it in the boat. So, My aunt had 2 bulldogs, stinky butts. Doug doing a boat channel. I thought it was a car channel. Kiwa, that's exactly right. It's a car channel, not a boat channel. So, hi, I love the sailing. I'm in UK. All right, care. Good to know. Good to know. So, oh man, oh, there's a sailboat coming by, guys. I'll give you a view of a sailboat going by. You're gonna work with Doug on the cars instead. Just what someone said. I'm going to help Doug get his YouTube channel started, and then he's going to be on his own. So, some online work for electrical engineering. Okay, I don't need online work from electrical engineering. I'm doing just fine, thank you. There you go. Well, there you go, kids. There's a little bit of boat porn for you. Get to watch a sailboat come in. Nice. What time is it in the UK? I can't remember. Okay. You can do with an engine like that. What class is that? Steve, I have no idea. I don't think it's any particular class race. I just think it's all the various people that hang out in the yacht club just go out and have a race. I don't think it's a particular class race at all. 1:20 a.m. in the UK. Yep. I like the gray head sail. Yeah, well, that gray head sail is a very, very expensive carbon fiber head sail. So you can go back to Delos. Sorry about that. My cat ran across my laptop. Okay, Christine. One that is compatible with the existing transducer. Well, yeah, I could remove my old transducer, but then I would have to put the boat up on the hard to do that, and I'd really don't want to spend $1,000 to put the boat up on the hard just to do a transducer. That just doesn't make good fiscal sense. So all yacht clubs do it. Yeah, Bill, that's exactly right. It's just a Thursday night fun race. So talking about water quality is so annoying. It disturbs people to the point of being banned. Ever thought of getting to see through acrylic floor on the boat? No, that's not going to happen. Oh, good one. Yeah, Steve, I agree with you. Very few transducers are compatible. And what Sealy Shannon did, he couldn't remove the transducer from his boat that was connected up to his depth finder. So what he did is he went ahead and bought a brand new one and is having it shipped to Doug's house. So yeah, it's not a matter of keeping the old transducer. The old transducer is not going to work. The new depth finder, fish finder thing that he's sending me actually has side sonar scanning capabilities, which my old one, of course, did not have. So he went ahead and just bought me a brand new transducer to shipping that to me. So, which, certainly wasn't necessary. I wouldn't have expected anything like that from him. I thought it was nice of him to send me the old transducer or the old fish finder out of his boat. But he actually went ahead and got me a whole new transducer for it. So we're going to be very well set up once that gets here. All right, we just finished off the bottle of goat. So for those of you keeping count, yes, this is my second cocktail this evening. Uh-oh. I spilt a little bit of red wine. Let me move this over here and take some of this, clean that up. Red wine on a white sailboat is never a good mix, guys. Never a good mix. But we got it taken care of, so. So find okay, hi Carol, very cool. Hello, Bill. Hi, Bill. Okay. But you just said you gotta have the boat to replace the transducer. Yes, I would have to replace the transducer if I had a regular through the hole type transducer. This transducer that he bought for me is the kind that I can simply glue to my hull and it will shoot through the hull and do its job. It doesn't need to be mounted through the hull like the old one was. Red wine stains gel coat in a heartbeat. Yep, Steve, it absolutely does. But that's okay. We're going to be repainting the cockpit here pretty soon anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Hey, Maui Lay, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you back, Steve, as always. So, and we're getting kind of late. We've gone well past our hour here doing our live stream this evening. I'm sorry we had to deal with so many troll nonsense and things, people getting butt hurt, but oh well, that's life. This is my channel. And when it's my channel, it's my way or the highway. So it's the reality of life. The point is, guys, the point is, and here's the reality of life, guys. I mean, let me get you here positioned where I can talk. So we got the welding done. Here's the push pit pieces. We're gonna get them welded, mounted on tomorrow. We're making good progress, working our way down through our checklist of jobs that we needed to get done. It's a beautiful night out here on the boat. Had a little bit of drops of rain earlier, but that really amounted to absolutely nothing. And I'm just enjoying the heck out of my life. It was a fun day today out hanging out with Douglas and getting the welding done, and his wife Claire and his daughter. We just had a lot of fun today. I mean, we had a lot of fun today. It was great. I got the electrical work done for Doug. I got his garage sorted out and got the electrical stuff installed. We got the welder working and got it turned on. Everything all set up, and we got the welding done. And Doug and I both got to play with welding a little stainless steel, which was a good lesson for both of us on how to get that done. We were able to get it done without the ideal gas, but we did get it done with the gas that we were able to get. So it may not have been perfect, but it got it done, and we got some beautiful welding done. And by the time we got done grinding it all out and cleaning it all up, it worked out exceptionally well. So making really good progress on the jobs, having fun here in Manhasset Bay, loving life. Went for a fuel run this morning, had some fun. I don't know if you guys caught my live stream this morning down at the fuel dock. Had some fun with the kids at the fuel dock, had some fun with the water taxi guy coming back over. You know, guys, if you're not enjoying your life and having fun every day, then I don't know, you know, what's wrong with you? So, Carol, there's nothing, there's the sunset, dear. There's really nothing to show tonight. It's just not a great sunset. A lot of cloud cover moved in, and the sunset just kind of petered out. So, but it's still good. Nice little breeze blowing up. Temperature is perfect out here on the boat. Enjoying drinking some wine, talking to you good folks. Life does not suck today, guys. Life is awesome. So had a great time out hanging out with my buddy Doug and his wife. Enjoyed the hell out of that. I mean, what more could a fella ask for in life, you know? My best bud, my dog, is, I don't know if you guys can see her, but there she is down below taking a nap already. She's down below in the bed saying, hey, it's time to go to bed now. You know, it's getting late. It's time to go to sleep. It's dark out. We go to bed when it gets dark out. She's trying to tell me it's time to end this and go down below, but I will. And so I broke out a bottle of wine. I broke out the bottle of wine because I got back to the boat late and I didn't have time to get the generator and the ice maker kicked up and get some ice made. I was going to have a screwdriver this evening. You're going to have some orange juice and some vodka. But instead I decided to crack open this bottle of Love My Goat. Enjoyed the heck out of that. Made for a nice mellow evening here. So anyhow, let me go back and check the chat real quick, and then I think we're going to be ending this here pretty soon. Okay. Red wine stains gel coat. Okay, transducers don't go bad very often. Never more than once. That's right, Mila. Never more than once. How well do you do with being heeled over with uneven footing? I do just fine, wine lover. Why? How do you do? Okay, checked out the windlass. Still works fine. Excellent, excellent, Cliff. That's awesome, man. So the windlass still works fine. That is absolutely awesome. That's good news, man. I'm looking forward to that. You rock, man. I really seriously, from the depth of my heart, Cliff, I want to tell you, Sealy Shannon, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you're going to send that up to me. That's going to be a nice improvement here on the boat, and I really appreciate it, man. So now that you have your pulpit, can really get a lot done. Well, we're going to be making forward progress on a lot of things now, Todd. Got it all boxed up, taken to the post office now. Oh, man, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Remember his GoFundMe. Oh, you know what, Bill? You're right. I keep meaning to put Doug's GoFundMe on my channel. I keep forgetting to do that. So, Doug, you're a moderator. Put a link to your GoFundMe on there, Doug. I know you're watching, Doug. Hey, Bergen, I got your back. Probably will not side scan mounted inside hull. We will see. Enjoy doing the welding. I did too, Doug. One thing missing, Lily. Yeah, she's down below snoozing already. No plastic. She's already gone to bed. Yeah, that does look like a yucky sunset compared to last night. Yeah, man. It's just there's the sunset. There's nothing to it, ma'am. Fun is where you find it. Enjoy it where you can. Thank you, sir. Lily looks so sad. Bill, I think she's just wore out, man. She had fun over at Doug's house today, playing with Doug's and his dogs and his family. I think Miss Lily is just wore out and tired. She's not sad at all. Who needs a sun when you're having so much fun? I see things are still rolling over here. Ooh, okay, well, good. Yeah, we're still having fun. Boats are moving around the bay. We're still partying here. Cloud sets are pretty too. They are, Carol. Yeah, it is nice. Love rainy weather and clouds, Carol. Okay, trolls are trolls. You are you. Just be glad you're not them. Stay positive. Oh, Smoking, I'm very positive, man. I don't think, Smoking, I don't think I could be any more positive than what I am right now, man. Life is awesome at the, you know, and these troll people, I mean, they're just like, you know, living life, enjoying life, and having a flea bother you every so often, you know. Oh, I love, you know, Carol, you like walking. I love swimming in the rain. I love to swim in the rain. All the clouds, Carol, are my favorite. They say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. Okay. There's a water taxi or somebody coming over here real close to me. Dog okay, I'm retired, Viv. If you have any questions. My dog is just fine, Norman. Okay. Some guys are coming over to visit, I guess. Hey, guys, what's up? Oh, you're the guys from the fuel dock. Hey, man, what's going on? I'm live streaming right now again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, did you guys watch the live stream from this morning?
We actually did.
Yeah, how was it?
It was good.
Quiet, they're fine. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
It was awesome.
My viewers seem to think you guys were pretty funny, so. So what are you guys doing out tonight? Just running around?
Yeah, we went for a little ride.
Well, I'm sitting here doing a live stream, drinking a little wine, enjoying the heck out of life, man.
Good, good. It's really flat out tonight.
Yeah, well, I saw the yacht club. They all ran all the way out into the sound tonight.
Really?
Yeah, they're still out there. I see some sailboats out there right now.
Wow, cool.
They usually just race right in here, but they went way out there tonight. So were you guys busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get the fuel running good after I got my fuel this morning?
Diesel,
Not at all.
Huh. So what else is new and exciting with you guys? Anything?
Literally nothing. Just working every single day.
Yeah, well, that happens, man. You gotta do like I did, man. Go buy yourself a cheap little sailboat and enjoy life.
Yeah. After I retire,
Yeah, well,
I have just like 40, 50 more years of work.
no you
I'll
don't.
get my boat.
No you don't. I only paid $2 grand for this boat, man.
Really?
Yep. I bought this boat for $2,000 92 days ago. That was up in Sandusky, Ohio on the far west end of Lake Erie.
Oh, really?
And I've sailed and motored all the way down to here. I'll be leaving here on the 13th and heading up to Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket,
You have a
Cape
house?
Cod.
You have a house or no?
Oh, this is it. This is where I live.
Yeah. I would live on a boat. Definitely.
Yeah, me and my dog, we just live here right now. So, anyhow, I'm in the middle of live streaming, so say hello, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.
All right, guys, good night. And kids, that's one of the really cool things about being out here in the Bay, is just hanging out and visiting with some folks. So it is one of the things I really enjoy, just hanging out. These guys are out here running around. They've been pumping fuel all day today, and they just want to come out and say hello. So they were featured on my live stream first thing this morning when I went and got fuel, and so they're having a good time this evening. So, oh, let's see, what did I miss in the chat? Norman, my dog is absolutely fine. That's where I was. Come on, Doug. We love you, Doug. And Claire. Going to have to check the grease on it. Some came out when I put it upside down in my car. Yeah, no problem, Shannon. I will, Celia, I will go through it and give it a thorough cleaning and get it ready for a long life of service. You can be assured of that. So, a little John Lennon. All right. Saying goodnight to Old Buffett now on stage. Okay, man, take care. Thank you all so much. Dog looks seasick. The dog's not seasick. She's just fine. She's just excited that there was another boat that came alongside. She heard the voices, so she came out and woofed at him. There she is. She's not seasick. Are you seasick? Huh? Are you seasick? Or are you just having fun, huh? Yeah. Yeah, all these ridiculous trolls thinking the dog's sick. She's fine. If you polish the thing up, it will look brand new. The cap sanded brass. And I will polish it up, man. I'm going to make it look like it's brand new. So you can count on that. Thanks. The dog's getting bad vibes. Okay, Bebopaloopa, move on, dude. The fuel guys. Yep, those are the fuel guys. Yes, no plastic. Thank you. Celie Shannon is awesome, ma'am. Trav, tell me said hi. Oh, man, I'm sorry I didn't do that. I didn't see the chat at that time. Sorry. Don't hit the anchor line. I can hear it coming. Nope, they weren't anywhere near my anchor line, so. Put the fenders out. Let's see, so master. My link to GoFundMe. There you go, Doug. Overwhelming medical bills. There you go. There's Doug's GoFundMe, guys. If anybody wants to help out Doug, there's the link to his GoFundMe. So, Bill, did you get to see the Lilycam video? Very cute. Thanks, No Plastic. I appreciate that. Joe Kennedy's stash of booze was in Carl's V birth. Not quite Joe Kennedy's, but close. Doug put it in blue. I do it for the smile. Did Carlos say he sailed in motor? That's what I said, yes. Hello to the fuel dock, guys. Okay. Lily's a good watchdog. She is, Bill. She woofs at anybody that comes close, so. Lily's just worn out from playing with my dog. She really is, Doug. She really is. Carolina and Julia, okay. Smoking. I'm an old fart who doesn't know how to put it in blue. Okay. All right, guys. Well, look, we're already an hour and a half into this, so let's do shameless shout-out time. If you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and give yourself a shout-out. Even if you don't, I know Steve from Maui Lay has got an Instagram page. Go ahead and shout out to whoever if you want, so that you can try to pick up some subscribers. I always try to help out other YouTubers or other people that are making quality content. So go ahead and give yourself a shout out, guys, so you can try to pick up subscribers. Now's the time. And while you're doing that, I guess I'm going to just drink a little bit more wine here. After talking to the guys at the fuel dock, that was fun. Looks fine to me, beach being tied to a doghouse or penned up in a kennel. Carol, thank you very much. I agree. Yep. My dog is absolutely fine. I'm always amazed at how many people that don't know me or my dog, they watch one video or something, they see the dog for 2 minutes, and they naturally jump to some conclusion and are off on whatever ridiculous, agenda that they have. My dog is absolutely fine. She loves living on board the boat. If you saw her when we get to the dock and how she jumps on the boats and wants to get back to out here on the boat where she can relax, my dog loves being on it. Now, she had fun at Doug's house today. She really did. She enjoyed being at Doug's house. But she really enjoyed getting back down here to the boat. In fact, you know where she is right now? She's down below on her bed. She's like, it's bedtime. It's dark outside, guys. So, none do I take this wine, all of you, and drink from it. Okay, looking forward to seeing the pulpit mounted, lifelines back up, and the netting installed. Well, Todd, that's all going to happen tomorrow, weather permitting. It's because you've made your life public and subject to review. Yeah, I know, Carter Hayes. But just because I've made my life public and subject to review doesn't give people the right to be assholes. There you go, Billy. Thank you for showing Doug how to do that. Billy LaFawn to the rescue. There's Doug's GoFundMe with a hot link, guys, for you guys to go jump on there if you want to help contribute to Douglas's needs. So, and Doug could use it, man. Anything you guys could donate to Doug would be greatly appreciated. That's me too. That's Doug's link. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it, man. You know, again, guys, this is community, okay? Doug wasn't sure how to go ahead and get it to be a hot link. Billy jumps in there and makes it a hot link. This is what we're trying to build, guys. And this is what these trolls don't seem to understand. They're so bent out of shape with trying to destroy stuff. We're trying to build something really cool. So, oh, anytime. Billy, you rock, man. Thank you. Captain Nobody, I have Fraser Sailboat 30 foot. Well, good for you, man. What are you doing with it? That's the question. What are you doing with it? Are you going anywhere? Are you doing anything? Anyhow, we've had shameless shout out. We're an hour and a half through this thing. Frankly, I'm going to kick back, relax, and drink my little bit of wine that I have left and just enjoy the evening here before I turn in. The sunset turned out to be a non-entity. The cloud cover kind of messed it up, but maybe tomorrow we'll have a better one. So, SV Compromise has their boat now. Check them out. There you go. No Plastic. Thank you. Share the link, everyone. There you go. His boat. That's right. His boat. Yep, that's my boat, man. Captain Nobody, where are you? I am in Manhasset Bay in Port Washington, New York, on the far west end of Long Island Sound. So, Delta Patrols, they are purposeless individuals. Yeah, you go. There you go. Anyhow, I'm tired, long day, beverage in bed for this guy too. All right, Sailmaster, you take care, buddy. I do appreciate you being here. I really do. I don't mind being challenged a little bit as long as people remain civil. That's the important thing. So, you guys all be good. Be careful. Take good care of one another. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, all.